Zack Snyder's Justice League on the set of IPs that they are willing to look at. Okay, talking about IP movies. Okay, Warner Media comes out and says hits such as and mentions Zack Snyder's Justice League in those hits. Okay, what I don't understand is John Stanley couldn't say anything about Zack Snyder's Justice League. They did put it up in a presentation, but AT&T wasn't saying nothing about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Uh, Jason Keeler wasn't saying anything about Zack Snyder's Justice League's performance. HBO Max wasn't saying anything about Zack Snyder's Justice League performance. You know, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Now all of a sudden Warner Media's talking about it's a hit. This is after we had to wait for third-party information. We had to wait for success and somebody to prove that Zack Snyder Justice was a success in China. It had to take members of our crew, people from the Snyderverse, to talk about it, and then put it up in certain people with small screen outlets like small screen. Because mainstream media wasn't talking about this. Huh? Now it's a hit. Now Zack Snyder Justice League a hit. You could go up on HBO Go. You could go up on iTunes. You could go up on Google Play. You could go up on Amazon. You're going to find Zack Snyder Justice League in the top 10 movies. And this is across all platforms, right? So I'm asking again, what happened to the gag order? Wasn't there a gag order throughout Warner Media, I heard? Not even actors or nobody could talk about the results of Zack Snyder. All of a sudden, it's a hit. Oh, Zack Snyder Justice League is a hit? That was the first time I heard it in Warner Media. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on. David Zaslav's what's going on. David Zaslav's what's going on. It's a change in leadership. Now, will it stay that way? I don't know. Tommy Eric is a slippery snake. Apparently, he knows how to slide around. But what I do know is his foot need to be out the door like yesterday. He need to kick his ass out. Before Jason Keeler. Now, from what I heard from John Stanley was, well, what we do is we work along with Warner Media to supply them with what they need. However, I've realized that AT&T been heavy in the Snyder Cut. And people in AT&T and AT&T Insider, who is not going to be mentioned, say AT&T's all behind the Snyder Cut. They want to see the Snyderverse continue. They're excited about it, and they're excited about the results. But apparently there was a gag order. Now, is it that because David Zaslav was not part of AT&T and Warner Media, and he's coming from Discovery, he could make moves, and he could talk about the Snyder Cut and so on because they're coming from a company that is merging or partnering, even though they're really taking over the role of Warner Media. They're going to take over Warner Media. Because of that, he has the authority and power not to even observe that gag order because it has nothing to do with him. Is that it? Because they're new administration? Is it that? Because from day one, David Zaslav has been open about the IPs, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. He's been open about it. That's the IPs we need to push from the beginning. We're never supposed to abandon those IPs. And the way how he even speaks about it, in many ways, favors Zack Snyder's Justice League continuing on. Because that's the biggest thing. That's the mecca of DC. The pinnacle of DC is with the Justice League. And when I start seeing all these small little spin-offs Walter Hamada's doing, there's no enthusiasm. Those spin-offs, here's where Walter Hamada, again, I'm going to repeat myself over and over again. The way how Walter Hamada can have his universe and everybody be on board is if we're looking forward to something greater than what he has to offer. And it's not J.J. Abrams stuff because J.J. Abrams does not make anybody excited about anything because nobody's excited about Star Wars right now. Star Wars is in mixed feelings. People have mixed feelings about Star Wars. So why would you bring a controversial director to, Warner Brothers? People feel how about how J.J. Abrams handled Star Wars. They do. I'm not saying he did good or bad. I'm just saying I haven't even watched After the Last Jedi. I haven't even watched The Rise of Skywalker. I became disinterested because of the controversy. I'm not saying he didn't make a good movie. I'm just saying I'm just disinterested because of all the noise. But everybody's on board with Zack Snyder right now. So why not write the hot guy? Zack Snyder's hot. So why not ride him? I just don't. I don't understand it. So I see AT&T trying to do it now. I see that Discovery pushed that, and we see Zack Snyder's Justice League up on that thing, and now we see Warner Media falling in line. So I have to tell you right now, people talking about 2022. Nah, that's bullshit. They were just talking in that meeting. John, John Stankley was just talking. David Zaslav was just talking. David Zaslav is on it already. And there's already certain mandates sent that we're going back to traditional values of what Warner Brothers is, the core of what Warner Brothers is. And apparently David Zaslav's going to cut. Toby Emmerich's going to get cut. He going to get cut. I'm telling y'all right now. Because Toby Emmerich was trying to push some other bullshit that was just not going to fly. He going to get cut. Trust me, he's going to get cut. A lot of people are saying, oh, Toby Emmerich's not going to, he's going to get cut. He was looking for a job. He's still looking for a job. Trust me, he's not going to stay. They're going to get rid of him. It looks like Keeler's going to be out as well. Ian Sarnoff's going to be out. Walter Amado better watch his back because he ain't got nobody in there for him. So he got to produce. And if he don't produce, he's out too. Right? But the truth be told is this. Say what you want about it. I've never been particularly too much against Walter Hamada. I'm going to tell you why I'm not too much against Walter Hamada. Walter Hamada, yes, he has his universe. He's saying, I want to do my own universe. I want to build my own name. Zack Snyder's stuff, the past, whatever. But I'm not too faulting him because, yeah, okay, he's the head of DC Films, but he didn't, as far as I know, he didn't openly sabotage, Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? But we do know Toby Emmerich, with his dirty habits, he did sabotage Zack Snyder's Justice League. So when I saw Joker in one of the hit movies that is offered by the DC properties, I realized that that's a slap at Toby Emmerich. When I saw Zack Snyder's Justice League as one of the hit things, Warner Media putting this out, I knew that was a slap at Toby Emmerich. You know what I'm saying? Because Toby Emmerich was there with Jeff Johns on there. So I have the strongest feeling Toby Emmerich's going to see his way out of Warner Brothers because that's one of the major reasons why they even did this. Right? Jason Keeler couldn't handle the situation, apparently. And so John Stankley was put his foot down and he was like, we got to get this cleared up. And he brought in, and that's how David Zaslav is in the picture now. And Discovery is a much smaller company than AT&T and Warner Media. But trust me, he's going to be looking for results. So we'll look forward to it. But I think Toby Emmerich's on his way out. I think Ann Sarnoff is on her way out. Jason Keeler's on his way out. I truly believe that. They're all three of them are out. Now, Jason Keeler, he kind of got caught up in this thing because that gag order, I think he couldn't say what he wanted to say. Neither could John Stankley, because John Stankley couldn't say what he wanted to say. But David Zaslav can say what he wants to say. So that was a brilliant move. Nice chess work. They get out Toby Emmerich. Unfortunately, Jason Keeler is a casualty, or he may be demoted. We'll see what happens. But ultimately, in the end, if it takes Emmerich to get kicked out and Keeler has to go as a casualty of it, so be it. You know what I mean? But, Jason Keeler always sit well with me. I like that he, you could send all kinds of things. You could tweet all kinds of things, and he was there. He wasn't going to label you. He wasn't going to get mad. He was moving along, and he's plodding around nice and quiet. Apparently, getting Emmerich out of the door cost him a little bit extra because he was trying to get Emmerich out of there. I'm pretty sure about that. But it didn't work out. Or maybe he was with Emmerich. Who knows? He probably was with Emmerich, and they were trying to restructure and reshape to Emmerich's image. Who knows? But whatever it is, it's arrested now. And definitely everything's going to be now in terms of Zaslav's image and Zaslav's liking. And Zaslav is a dude who don't play. So it should be good. And thankfully, Zaslav is a guy who's about productivity. And if it don't work and if it ain't making money, then everybody got to go. Which is what happened. The fact that AT&T has to sell this out means they were not making profit. They weren't turning around like they should. And it was a burden on AT&T. Warner Media was a burden on AT&T. Now they consolidated Warner Media. They made everything into one thing so that now, it's packaged very nicely so that that's one good thing that Keeler did. He came in and kind of put together Warner Media, but now it's going to be up to Zaslav now to take the ball and go further. We'll see if Zack Snyder Justice League and the Snyderverse will be involved in this, and Ben Affleck and all these other people. Because man, if they can make that happen, they make DC's right behind. The IPs are going to get super strong because once everybody on DC is happy, you got the Hamada verse going with the Batman thing. You got Batman, the Flash movie. I don't know how that's going to work out, but the Batman movie for sure. That's a home run. You got Suicide Squad coming right around the corner. That could be a home run as well. Everybody could be on board with that. And just once everybody's on board, that's where Warner Beat is going to be, or whatever it's going to be called, will be at its best. And then we have Discovery and we have the cooking channel and everything all in one big, oh shit, one big bowl. Are you kidding me, man? That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Then I will definitely order HBO Caribbean or whatever it's called. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I think Keeler did enough work to push the brand. It was HBO Max. Keeler was really behind. That was his passion. Unfortunately for him, he may be out the door, or maybe he'll be in the door. We'll see. I'm hoping that he could continue his projects, and that the person who is incompetent, which is Toby Emmerich, they can just kick his ass out the door. Now I'm hearing a lot of people saying how, these movies in the COVID are doing well. Mortal Kombat did well at the box office. That's bullshit. Mortal Kombat did not do well at the box office. So stop the bullshit. It didn't do well in China even. All right? It was a fucking flop. It wasn't just a flop. It was a bomb. It bombed heavily. Wonder Woman, same thing. So stop the bullshit. Godzilla versus Kong, it was a success in China, and it was a success to some degree in America. It made its money back, and they got 22 million out of it. Okay, but don't bullshit us. Just don't bullshit us about it was a success. It was not a success. Okay, Mortal Kombat's supposed to be playing on now. There was no time limit. There was no time frame on how long Mortal Kombat would be playing in cinemas. It was just as long as people watching in cinemas, and it dropped by like 70-something% or 80-something% or something like that in cinemas. Worse than Batman v Superman. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, well, that's a bomb. It bombed. Okay, don't bullshit us. Wonder Woman bombed. Stop bullshitting us. Okay, Tenet bombed. They bombed. Little Things bombed. They didn't do well in the theaters. Okay, so let's not bullshit ourselves. Now, Little Things all now is doing well on streaming. Mortal Kombat's doing well on streaming. Wonder Woman's doing well on streaming. Very well on streaming, actually. Tenet's doing very well on streaming. But so is Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's doing very well on streaming. And I'm saying, if you want to get a W, Mr. Toby Emmerich, Mr. Walter Amada, then for once, do the right thing and put the Snyder Cut in theaters, particularly in China. Put it in theaters for 1 month. 1 month, that's all we ask for, 1 month. And see what happens. China has 200 plus theaters. Sorry, 200,000 plus theaters. Sorry, my bad. Okay? America only has 4,000 theaters. 4,000, 5,000 theaters at max. Maybe 7,000 theaters. China has more theaters. Not to say that they may be the same length of size, but the point is they have more theaters. So, now movies are cheaper in China, but that's a different story altogether. You can really rake up some money in China. So put the fucking Snyder Cut in China. Release the Snyder Cut in China. Release the Snyder Cut in countries that don't have COVID restrictions and see what happens. And just do it for a month. What's it going to cost you? Netflix put this Army of the Dead into theaters for 1 week. They put it into theaters for a week. And they let the theaters collect the majority of the money. They knew they didn't do a big set of advertising for it, but they did, and it's made some money for them. I mean, it's broken records with respect to the streaming service. They made more money than they ever made before doing it. All I'm saying is, why not And this is the lack of vision I just don't understand with Warner Media. I don't understand. They say that they work so hard to unify and make Warner Media and bullshit. And HBO Max, bullshit. Jason Kilo was overseeing that shit. Right? And they still removed guys that allowed the Snyder Cut to become a reality on the thing. And that's Toby fucking Emmerich. Get that fucker out of there, man. Just get Toby Emmerich out of Warner Brothers, man. Sorry about the F-bombs. But he needs to go. Just get rid of him. All right? Get rid of that dummy. Now we don't have to worry about gag orders. Now we could actually find out what the actual numbers for the Snyder Cut were. Need David Zaslav at least to let us know how successful it was, because HBO Max was fucking trolling us all the way through. It gives a successful Wonder Woman to so many households. Mortal Kombat, so many households. Godzilla vs. Kong, so many households. Greenlit sequel, right? We knew they were trolling us. Toby Emmerich and his asshole self, right? They trolled us again with this putting out the Justice League on YouTube. They're trolling us. So why is it you're going to allow this asshole who's trolling us and has never been good to Warner Bros., ticking off the fan base, causing Warner Bros. To lose market share? Why is this asshole still in governance? Why is he there? Gave Jason Keeler the wrong advice to launch a fucking stream movies at the same time as they're coming out in cinemas. That's the stupidest ass thing you could ever do. Not even Netflix did that. This guy's not fit to lead. What the fuck is he doing there? Sorry about the F-bombs. I don't know how I'm behaving. But my point is, just kick the fucking guy out of the company, man. Literally, you're losing money once he's there. Kick him out. Get rid of him. He's only going to cost you more. Get rid of that asshole. Jason Keeler could stay. Even Ansar, I don't even know what the fuck she does. She could stay. She's supposed to provide content on HBO Max. Okay? Now, according to David Zaslav, he said the creatives, he's going to try and work with them. But he said when it comes to the business and corporate side, they can go. And that calls for all of them. And he's right. Clean house. Anyways, that's all I got to say for now. I'm going to catch you guys later. Christ and disciples, sorry about the F-bombs. I really apologize. I know I shouldn't really curse and swear. But it's just something where I can't understand why it is that people are incompetent, but they know how to wheel and deal and be snakes. They last. But the people who have good intentions, like, what's his name? Greg Silverman, really decent guy. I have snippets of him, but I can't put it up because it was on Twitter. You know, yeah, okay, he overestimated the success of Batman v Superman. It's a damn good movie, and it still raked in money and it made profit. And he gets kicked out because of BVS. And he took responsibility like a true man. But this asshole named Toby Emmerich takes no responsibility for his actions. And he's still there after fucking flop and failure and bomb and disaster and tearing down the market share value of Warner Bros. Pictures so that AT&T had to come in and buy it out. And now AT&T has to surrender it to Discovery. This fucker is still there. It really pisses me off. Why did Greg Silverman have to lose his job for this asshole who's done nothing good for the company? Not one damn thing. He's run it down to the ground twice now. I'm out of here. Jason Keeler and everybody in the wake. This guy's just destructive, man. Anyways, for the shareholders out there, I hope you guys get rid of Toby Emmerich. Get rid of him. He's worse than Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns put his hand on a movie, you know the movie's going to bomb. Toby Emmerich has his head over a host of the movies, and they're all bombing. His latest bomb? Those Who Wish Me Dead. This guy's a curse. Anything he touches turns to ashes. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. David Slazov, get rid of that asshole. He doesn't deserve to lead. I'm out. Peace.